about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
All right, Holly. So the Missouri Tigers headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Changing the routes with his receivers. Throwing more. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And
looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
Fields the punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hits inside. It's Edwards. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Simmons. Working the big fella to the corner. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
To the air, it's Simmons. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about the defense offense getting home with the pass rush. Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Here's Simmons to throw. Right side, it's Terry. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. It's complete to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Dante Moore. Still looking. They get to him as he throws. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Making the adjustment. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Sends it downfield. Leaping grab for a big gain. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Quick give. It's Edwards. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing Simmons. Look out. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. Unloads in the nick of time.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Here's Moore to throw. This time he's got it. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Quarterback keeper. Across the 45. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Ducks in the hurry up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Second down, gonna throw it. In traffic, it's Lockett. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll take it himself. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Moore. He wants it all. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Complete to start this drive. Could not make his way to the corner.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Just gets rid of that one.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Punt is in the air. He takes it at the 45. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So first down here as they go back to work. The run inside. It's Davison. Stopped right there.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Give to the running back. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Third and long right here. Throwing Moore. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Moore to the air. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Second down, gonna throw it. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
It's a draw. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Out wide right, it's Moore. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. Rolls right, unloads to the wideout. Converts on fourth down, still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Well, look at this. Fourth down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. Got enough for the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Simmons. Quickly to the tight end. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Pulls and fired complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dante Moore. Got it in the middle. It's Bear. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. The Ducks want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. He fires one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Right side, it's Lockett. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really going to take a shot. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's Simmons to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Looking to throw, it's Simmons. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now here's Simmons. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. On the return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Moore to throw. Going long. They tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Moore will throw. The screen, he's got wheels. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moore from the gun on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden...
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Again, it's Moore. One more shot before halftime. Touchdown, Oregon! They were big play,
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Running inside, it's Edwards. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellows, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 14 team, the Wisconsin Badgers.
The ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Looking for a crease, it's Edwards. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. Missouri wants to go fast.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Right back to it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Simmons from the gun on third down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Moore rushes on. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Moore to the air. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He's changing the play. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud.
Snags it, and he's open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing, Moore unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Davison. Taken down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
It is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Back's got it on the screen. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Throwing Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Direct snap. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dante Moore. Caught. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Quarterback changing the play. Quarterback keeps it. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. Here's Moore to throw. Out wide left, it's Johnson. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Moore will throw. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Got his man out of the backfield. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stopped short.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big 4th down stop.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. Big gain on that first down.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Simmons. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They continue to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Sets his feet, it's Simmons. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
From the gun on third down, Simmons. Out wide right, it's Terry. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Third down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then what?
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Here's Simmons to throw. Big fella moving. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. More to throw for it on fourth down. There he goes. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And the Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Moore fires immediately. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do.
Fires toward the end zone. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Moore to the air again. He makes a grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Throwing more. Touchdown Ducks! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Moore to the air. The screen, and watch out. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
That last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Throwing Simmons. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get 1st downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Simmons. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Turning it on. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And it's so fitting that that completion ices the game and wins it for his team. This quarterback's looked really good all game, David. He's been in a nice rhythm. He's been making good decisions, taking care of the football, and just putting the offense in good positions. Really nice to see that completion at the end win this thing.
Oh, and it's so frustrating defensively because, dude, I've had no answers. I can't stop him. He's been good all game long. Not surprising. Late in the game, they still can't stop him. They get the 1st down right there to ice this one away. And this defense, they've got some adjustments they're going to have to make.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll ride him again. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.